We had been at an air show in a very small town. And normally we don't get to interact with the crowd before we go fly. But in this case, I mean, literally, it was like just a couple hundred people at the air show. They didn't even have like barriers up. They had like a little rope line, and it was cool because we got to talk to the people in the audience before we turned around and got on our jets to fly the air show. And I'm standing there and I hear, Captain Nicole, over here. Kids, these 4 young gals, 10, 11 years old, were yelling and waving like fangirls, Captain Nicole, come over, because they didn't want to have to say Malachowski, because that's a big name. So I get over there, and I'm talking to them. 4 beautiful, energetic, intelligent young ladies. You can be anything you want. Always dream big. You'd be a great fighter pilot someday. I believe in you. This conversation is amazing, so humbling, such a huge responsibility that I took very, very seriously. And then there was a voice from right here. You shouldn't be talking to those girls about that. Ladies don't fly planes. And it interrupted this moment, and the girls are looking back and looking at me, and I'm like, what is going on? And all I see is cowboy boots and dirty Levi's. And a gigantic belt buckle, flannel shirt, 6'3", 10-gallon hat, staring down at me with such dislike. And he said to me, you can't possibly be a pilot. So we're having this little conversation. The girls' mouths like this. I said, yes, why are you telling these girls? And I'm thinking to myself, who are you? Go drink your warm Budweiser, eat your funnel cake, right? I've got a show to do, and I've got something going on here with these 4 gals. Well, the most amazing thing happened is he upped the ante. He looked right at me, and he said, I hope you crash. I'll never forget it. And I had the same reaction. But what was more important there was the reaction of those 4 little gals right there, looking to me for my answer as the leader, looking for my response as the leader, looking how I was going to diffuse this uncomfortable situation. And it came down to me, I'm telling you, it was like a Western. It really was, like me and the cowboy, right? Like, wah, 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 tumbleweeds in between us. And it came to my head clear as day, and I didn't say it out loud. It just came to me. You're not my audience. You're not my audience. Right here is who matters. And so I looked up at him and I said, I hope you enjoy the air show, sir. And I looked down to my audience and I said, hey, when I come by on that first pass, I'm going to be waving at you guys, and I expect you, I'm going to look at you, I'm going to see you, I expect you ladies to be waving back. And the kids always used to wave because they thought we could actually see them. And I turned around, and within 5 minutes of that man saying such a hateful thing, my jet engine was started and I was ready to take off. And I'm going to tell you, there's going to be times in your life that you're going to come across those headwinds with people who cannot handle change. It ain't even about just trying to nudge them along. This is something that there was nothing I could do at that moment. Change is hard for people. Change can cause some people to have literally a visceral reaction. And when you have moments like that, you got to compartmentalize those people. And the way I was able to get through that moment is I figured out who my audience was. Why is it that you do what you do? What are the values that brought you to the job that you're in, the team that you're leading, where you are in your personal life? Who is your audience?